Correspondent Vassy Kapelos, who is standing by with more on the priorities for Mark Carney this week in Toronto with his cabinet and trying to figure out the best path forward. Vassy, good to see you. What do you think?
Hey, Todd. Good to see you, too. Well, you certainly laid out the challenge for them, right? All the work that is needed to be done to get out of the mess, as you describe it. And I think that in tangible terms, that will be the focus today. I can tell you right now, for example, cabinet is being briefed by two of the top pollsters from Leger to get a sense of the public's mood, both around Trump but around other issues. And that's how I would delineate the focus for this cabinet retreat. Although they're not calling it a retreat, it's a planning forum, which is a big delineation, again, from the previous government under former Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Two sort of areas of focus. One, what's happening with the U.S. and as a result of the trade war with the United States, what sort of is happening with our economy, so a focus on major projects, for example, and that list that we're all waiting to see in the next few weeks, plus a focus on the budget, which at one point today the Prime Minister said would be both an austerity budget and an investment budget. So I'm really curious to see how that pans out. On the other side, you've got other issues that matter a lot to Canadians right now, and certainly I expect the pollsters to be talking about that too. For example, crime, immigration. We know the opposition is talking about both of those things day in and day out, and there have been some promises for some sort of legislative means of addressing, in particular, the issue of crime in this coming fall sitting. So that is supposed to be a part of the discussion as well.
Yeah, the other thing I'm curious about is that conversation between Carney and Trump. Are you getting any sense of what may have come from it, behind the scenes? Any idea?
Well, sadly, I wasn't on the other line listening in like I used to do with my sisters back in the day, though I wish I were. But what I can tell you is a couple of things. First, I'm told by people behind the scenes that the fact that these conversations are happening is a good sign, right? They didn't for a while after that August 1st deadline came and went. And now we've seen two conversations basically within a week. So the fact that they're talking is perceived by people in and around the Prime Minister to be a good thing. Whether that translates into a good thing for Canadians is a whole other story. I take note of the Prime Minister's comments that the bulk of their discussion, I'm paraphrasing, but the bulk of their discussion focuses now on the sectoral tariffs. That is where, as cheesy as the saying is, the proof will be in the pudding, right? If, in essence, the Prime Minister is able to negotiate lower sectoral tariffs for Canadian goods, steel, aluminum, and copper, and in the auto sector, well, that will be the win that they are looking for. But the Trump administration has shown no signs of abating on those very, very punishing tariffs, and so we remain in a holding pattern. I garner from what the Prime Minister said that is where the focus of the conversations is right now. The fact they're talking is a good thing. Whether it translates into something better for those very, very hard-hit sectors is a whole different thing.
All right, our chief political correspondent Vassy Kapelos in Toronto, and you can watch more Power Play. We'll be from Toronto today amid Mark Carney's big meeting going on with his top lieutenants. Good to see you, Vassy. Thank you.
Great to see you, Todd.